least if you have teenagers. It is, we're wrapping up National Teen Driver Safety Week. As a parent of a soon-to-be teen driver, I'm scared out of my wits, not just this week, but in general of my daughter hitting the road, being safe. And so this is important. Say hi to Josh Morgan. He's with Connecticut's DOT. We're going to talk about this. Nice to have you here.
Good morning, Matt. Thank you.
I got to tell you, and you probably encounter parents like me all the time, and you look at them and you know they're frazzled. How do you calm us down?
Yeah, I mean, what we're seeing on our roadways now is incredibly dangerous. Mm-hmm. It's alarming for anyone that has driven on Connecticut roads, or probably seeing people driving aggressively, driving too fast, texting and driving, looking at their phones. These are all things that we need to remind the public about.
We've heard this before. There's nothing new, nothing revolutionary, but the stats are alarming. New study this week announcing deadly accidents on the road involving drivers under 21 has gone down by 40% in the past 20 years, but unfortunately, the drivers still the riskiest group behind the wheel. No surprises there.
Yeah, teens think they're invincible, think they can get away with anything. That's not the case. Motor vehicle accidents are the leading cause of death for teens in our country. So we're using this week as an opportunity to remind everyone to stay safe.
Now, we're not going to give you tips as to how your teens could drive better. That comes with practice and experience. But for the parents, what can we be doing? And I know the first thing, and I know I'm guilty of this too, is do as we say, not as we do, in terms of making sure that you're focused 100% on the roads.
Absolutely. Even if they're in the back seat or in the front seat next to you and they're looking at their phone, they're picking up on what you're doing as the adult driver. Put your phone down, make sure you're following the speed limit, make sure you're buckled up, lead by a good example.
Well, and yeah, those are the basic things you would think that obviously would be a gimme. But you know what? I'll tell you, I don't text and drive. I mean, we've drilled it into our heads, and that is dumb and dangerous. But my phone is right there next to me. And sometimes when I got to adjust to whatever music is on or whatever, if I do have to text somebody and I'm using the audio cues in terms of talk to text, I'm still looking at the phone. I'm still not looking at the road.
All right, well, don't tell me that, Matt, because we want you to be focused on the road at all times.
But that's it. And I think I am. I think I'm a very safe driver. I haven't had an accident in many years. But I mean, it's those little things. The one time that you're just going, okay, is 1 second that you're not looking at the roads, and that's one more second that could lead to trouble.
Absolutely. It's a split second. It happens like that. So anything you're looking at your phone, looking out the window, grabbing a snack, grabbing some more of your coffee, anything that's taking your eyes off the road can be a distraction.
And you said don't think for a second that the Bluetooth stuff, the talk to text, is any better, because when you find yourself having technical trouble, it leads into issues.
Yeah, sometimes that voice is coming back at you, replaying the text message you just said. It's like, no, I did not say that. Replay. And that's just taking your focus off the road. So just really need to keep people's eyes on the road at all times.
There are required, we should point out, driving courses for teenagers. Has the focus changed as we get older, and there's certainly much more in the car to be distracted by? Have the focus at all changed in terms of what they're teaching?
Yeah, they need to teach them that the phones that we all have on us need to go away. Yeah. I mean, when I was in driver's education, we didn't have these smartphones. We didn't have this technology. We didn't have these computers in our pockets. So that's part of the training that we need to instill, not even just the teens, to adults too, because they're doing a lot of unsafe things as well.
And I think you're absolutely right about that. And as we wrap up here, it is something that scares me, because again, you want to, what you said with hit home, you want to provide the best example. You want to lead by that example. But it's the littlest thing that even I do, admittedly, on TV, that could lead to trouble. Josh Morgan, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Matt.
Appreciate it. Good stuff over there. Of course, we'll link you to him. And of course, we'll have all these tips on our website, fox61.com. Tim, you've got a couple of years for this. Erica, you've got a couple of gray hairs because of this. It's nerve-wracking, isn't it?
It is. But, you work through it and just hope for the best. Cross your fingers, say a prayer.
Yeah.
Matt, thank you.